trapping for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Modified Life Podcast, where I am your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modified. And here on Modified Life Podcast, we talk about Modified Life mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. Today, we have Modified Frankie back on.
Yeah.
You're just the co-host now.
Hey guys.
I feel like I sound weird. I feel like I don't know how. I feel like I don't like the way I sound in my headphones.
You don't?
Is that how I sound? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really? Do people listen to me sound like this?
Mm-hmm.
This is how I sound every single day.
Yeah. Well, you thought you sound like Arlo or something?
I thought I did. I don't know. I don't know. It sounds weird. Do I sound like this?
Yeah.
It was my birthday the other day. Did my voice change?
No.
I possibly might be getting sick.
Didn't you say that
You know what?
feel
I
like
might be getting sick.
Arlo.
Honestly, our God.
Kids
So our
are
God.
germ bags.
Our godson is here. Our godson has been here for the last 5 days, and shoot, maybe I'm getting sick. Maybe that's why I've been so tired lately.
Been around.
Because remember, I asked, I was like,
kid.
why am I so tired? Like, I was like tired for no reason. Like, I've been on like a non-rest day. I was tired, and my schedule's pretty on point of like, you know, when I sleep, and I don't really take naps anymore, but I do get to sleep fairly early. So maybe I am getting sick.
I think he's getting you sick because he's been sleeping with you.
Damn.
Whoopsie. But didn't you say that? I think I heard you say not too long ago that you feel like your voice changed since you lost weight.
My voice got like squeakier. Like I feel like I had a deeper voice when I was overweight. I feel like my voice sounds like it sounds now. I don't sound like this. This is not how I sound. I think I'm starting to get sick. It's now all coming to me right
agree?
now. I'm actually getting sick right now on a podcast. Oh, you are in the middle
he's gonna spiral.
of me getting sick right now on a podcast. Happy Friday to me. It's a busy weekend.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be out this whole weekend.
Oh my gosh. And you're leaving out of town this weekend.
Yep.
And I got to fend for myself. This is the worst 2 weekends to get sick. So I have someone to line in tomorrow, which stay tuned for next podcast. That's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I got someone lining tomorrow. He's going to be here all week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, got to give him the Vegas experience.
I don't get to meet him.
Well, you're leaving me, so it's irrelevant. It's your fault. Mm-hmm. And the Thursday, we leave up to Utah to go snowboarding.
Yeah.
So I'd rather get sick this weekend than next weekend, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of getting sick right now. What do I do?
You're going to spiral, aren't you?
I had to sneeze. Oh, my gosh. Anyways, what are we getting into? What are we talking about today?
Actually,
I'm in the middle of getting sick, so I might just storm off this podcast and just leave.
I like that journey for you. Actually, I did have a topic because I wanted your opinion before I give mine.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get into it.
Have you ever heard of...
Also, can I get you off real quick?
And you always do.
Okay, cool. Okay, less sass. I'm getting sick, thank you. Just want to let you know, too. Mm-hmm. I don't know the topics when she brings them up. I hope you guys really understand that it's an honest thing.
It's my job.
Yeah, it's her job. I don't want to know. She tries to like, oh, what do you, don't tell me, let's just get straight into it. So when you hear us say like, hey, what are we talking about? Like, it's generally me. I don't know anything. I prefer not to know anything about the topic and give my honest, pure opinion on it. And then obviously she has time to think about her stuff.
Yeah, because you're really good on the fly. I need to like really prepare.
I'm really good about things I know about or I stand strongly about. Things I don't know about, ChatGPT, baby, make me feel more intelligent in a conversation. But anyways.
And Grammarly.
And Grammarly. No, I don't use Grammarly no more.
No?
ChatGPT is all I use now.
Okay.
And it's free. I was paying $100 a year for Grammarly. It's like $89.99 a year for Grammarly.
Oh, damn.
So and ChatGPT is free. A little extra work, but you know, make sure my punctuations and stuff are there. What are we talking about today? What's the title of the podcast today?
I actually want your
Happy
opinion.
Friday, Rise and Grind.
Because I've been scrolling. You know how I like to do. It's part of my job to scroll.
I'm not really part of your job, but that's all you do, but okay.
This is a new one. You know, there's always these diet fads, right? Like the carnivore
it's
diet,
my favorite.
keto,
It's
all
time
this
to
stuff, right?
hurt some feelings.
This is a newer one that I've been kind of not interested in, but like intrigued.
Is it a new diet?
Try, to me. It's called intuitive eating. Have you heard of it?
Should I do one? I've never heard of it. Do you want me to?
I can give you the definition because I screenshot it.
Intuitive. I think I know what it is. Intuitive.
Can I read it to you?
Well, can I tell you what I think it is so I feel intelligent? Mm-hmm. Intuitive eating is like listening to yourself, listening to your body.
Kind of.
Okay.
So it says, according to the National Eating Disorders
It feels kind of. Give me some more. Like, if I almost got
I'm
it,
reading this.
hype me up. Like go, babe.
You did
That actually
such a great job.
Thank
Gold
you.
star for you.
Dang, I'm getting sick. I need you to hype me up right now.
According to the National Eating Disorders Association, intuitive eating is about trusting your body to make food choices that feel good for you without judging yourself or the influence of diet culture.
Isn't that what got us fat? Isn't that?
Yeah, that's why I want your opinion.
That's what's got. Okay. I was an intuitive eater for 27 years, and I gained over 600 pounds, and I was depressed, stressed, and suicidal.
Was there like another Band-Aid name to put on it?
Obesity, lack of discipline, lack of consistency, excuses. It's called intuitive. So you're telling me for 27 years, I was made fun of and called fat.
You're just intuitive eating.
And I was really, it wasn't fat. I was just intuitive. I was an intuitive eater. I was an intuitive eater. Everyone, my journey of intuitive eating. Chapter 1, heavy to modified. Heavy. No, if I had just intuitive eating, I'm just going to be heavy. There's no modified, just heavy. Yeah, that's it. Don't be yawning on here. Oh my God. Yeah, this is late, and I still have to edit this. But anyways, so intuitive eating.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a whole load of crap.
Does it?
Well, okay.
Do you feel
let's
like
get into
it can work for people? I want to play devil's advocate.
Okay. It can't. Intuitive eating works for someone that was raised. Okay. Yes. Intuitive eating works for someone that was raised in a household of intuitive eaters that are healthy. Because think about it, right? Like I say, people hate when I say this, but I don't care. It's my podcast. Obesity is like racism. It starts at home, right? So if your family are intuitive, healthy eaters, they teach you about eat your vegetables. They make you stay at the table till you eat your vegetables. You guys go for walks and do actually outdoor activities. Maybe you sign your kids up for baseball and soccer and all this other stuff, and you don't let them eat fast food. Like this whole little trend. I thought you were going to talk about this trend about these. I'm going to say parents. Majority you'd see moms, but I'm just going to say parents. It's not cool because I'm going to say parents out here doing these food hauls for their kids with like no type of nutrition.
We talked about it a little bit in another podcast.
That's a whole nother, its own podcast, right?
Yeah.
But intuitive eating, let's get into it. Yes, it works if we're raised in that type of household where we actually know about nutrition. 95% of the world does not know about nutrition. Whatever the number might be. Don't hold me to that exact number. So no, intuitive eating doesn't work. You're just giving yourself another excuse. Like you are literally giving yourself another conversation to yourself in order to accept you not having discipline and self-control.
Yeah.
Because okay, so if I'm 400, 500, 600, 200 plus, 300 plus, I'm obese, overweight, right? Under the quote unquote BMI standards. And I say I'm intuitive eating. What does that mean? Is that just my cop out?
And you know what? You could look at it that way. Yeah.
Okay, what would be so like I would love for you to shine what would be the positive side of, or what would be like the other side of intuitive eating? What would you look at that?
Okay, so I went down this rabbit hole.
I love when you do it.
Yeah, so on TikTok, I just, because I seen a couple videos about it on my For You page, so then I'm like, I want to know more about it, or like who's doing it, right? Like, is it the people in the weight loss community or people that are just in maintenance, whatever?
They're overweight people. I already tell you, they're all overweight people. Every single video that you watch on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram.
No.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hear me out. They're all overweight. And then the people that are intuitive eating, that are healthy, all have a program or some type of booty band to sell you.
Kind of, yes. But
give it to me. 95% of that?
Yes. I searched actual intuitive eating on TikTok.
Okay.
And I saw a bunch of it, right? There was one person, I believe she's a nurse. And for a few, like, I'll say a few weeks, right? She was doing what I eat in a day, intuitive eating, right? She didn't post, like, updates on, like, weights or anything. And then I started noticing there was a big gap of nothing intuitive eating. And then it's like day in the life of tracking macros or something like that.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm like, so we went from intuitive, which is a good thing, right? But like, I'm like, okay, so for me, in my mind, I'm thinking intuitive eating is great for people that don't have a bad relationship with food. Because it's not, is it intuitively that you want this ice cream sandwich, or is it your mind telling you want it, not intuitively, right? but we're calling it
Well,
that.
first off, your body's never going to ask you for a fucking double bacon cheeseburger with extra ranch and barbecue sauce and a large fry. So, no, it's not intuitive. Your body, your brain is telling you want that. Your old decisions and habits are telling you want that. But there's no, my body, I'm listening to my body. Okay, you listen to your body when you have to take a shit or a piss.
Yeah.
Or when you have a headache, you need to drink more water. But like, your body's not, your body doesn't tell you that it's craving pizza.
There's this.
My body
this
never tells me that it's
dietitian-
craving chicken and rice, and that's like my favorite like basic meal to have. Like I have that in the fridge every single day. Like my body's not telling me I want. Now you become hungry, okay, but hungry, okay, do you eat vegetables?
Well, there's this nutritionist that I saw a video because she had a tag of that. Actually, was good. She said that intuitive eating isn't a real thing because you don't eat with your intuition. You eat with hunger cues. There's no intuition when it comes to nourishing.
No, your belly becomes empty. Your
And
energy
she said it's
becomes
just
low.
a new fad name.
Yeah, and you start getting for those that even go long enough to fill this stuff, your body starts talking to you. For a lot of people, we don't even know what our body even sounds like because we never get a chance to talk to us. Mm-hmm. Other than we have headaches all the time because of the lack of water. We just shut it up. We just eat what we want, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it is. Shout out to that nutritionist. It is just another cop out, right? Because at the end of the day, if you have been intuitive eating your whole goddamn life, that is why you've been intuitive living.
We're just calling it a different name.
I was an intuitive. What intuitive?
Intuitive
Liver, right? Because I listened to everything that I felt that my body wanted, and that was fast food. That was alcohol every weekend. That was also intuitive spending. Mm-hmm. I also was intuitive indulger. I was intuitive BSer. I was it all. So yeah, so let's just put intuitive in front of it, and I'm good. This day and age just really trips me out.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
will literally, and it says it in the Bible too. And I hate this. I sound like my grandma right now.
Very biblical here.
Oh man, very biblical here. It says in the Bible where basically I don't know the exact scripture, right? But what it says is that in the end times, what's right becomes wrong, and what's wrong becomes right, or something like that. What's wrong starts becoming right, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's so insane right now. And I hate to get all biblical and stuff on you guys, but at the same time, like, hear me out. Everything in the last, since 2020, since everything's came to life, from freaking racism to like, all these different wars and all these different nutritionists and these different videos on how to lose weight and what to do, and accepting your body, not your accepting yourself, accepting your body. Everything is like made to look positive. Mm-hmm. Everything is made to look positive. You're overweight, it's okay. Right? Oh man, you I was about to say something to really trigger people. I almost said that. But you know what I mean? But like it's everything is just crazy right now. Like everyone is
baffling.
so focused on trying to figure out a cool name to do the wrong shit. Mm-hmm. You didn't track your food, you were lazy.
Let's title it something else.
Yeah, let's title it. Oh no, don't call me fat. Don't call me fat. I'm an intuitive eater. Well, okay. All right, then that's okay.
There was one good video that I saw that was what I would consider a good example of intuitive eating. It was a woman that she was within her BMI, right? Like a good BMI. Yeah. We'll say that. And she showed full day of eating. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like her breakfast was like what is it called? Like a charcuterie board of like protein, veggies, and like all this stuff, and it looked good, right? And then like she would have like 2 Oreos in the day, and then she would like continue to eat like a turkey burger because that's what her body wanted her to eat, right? But then she was like, I feel like having ice cream. Wait, and then she had ice cream, like those ice cream cones, the dip ones.
Oh, like the healthy one, not the healthy one.
No, they were regular.
Healthier. Oh, okay. Intuitive eating ice cream cones.
So the regular ones. Yeah. She got one, had 2 bites, and she's like, done. Like, I just wanted the taste, and I'm done with it. It wasn't, I'm going to eat the whole box intuitively.
Okay. Well, I mean, that just sounds like a normal day of eating. There's nothing wrong with having Oreos. Track it. Like, I've had Oreos this weekend. I've had cookies this week. Like, it's like, But would they? But okay, that maybe be one video. But I don't want to talk. I never on this podcast want to talk about the 5%.
No, I just said
Right.
like I
No,
saw
I'm just
what I
saying.
would consider like
Yeah,
a
that's
good
cool.
example of
But
it.
that's the 5%.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the 95% are intuitive eating and just eating a whole bunch of fast food.
I feel like it won't work because if you have a bad relationship with food, then we're just gonna label how you say it. Everything is intuitive. I ate the whole pint of pizza because
my body
wanted it.
Yeah, no, it's just another way. It's just another cop out, you know. And so many people nowadays are looking for a cool name to call being lazy. Let's just call it what it is. It's lazy, right? It's pure laziness. Stop trying to title it something else. The reason why you don't feel guilty about what you're doing is because you give it a cool title.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you're constantly okay with taking second and third place in participation trophies. Like, it's just absolutely insane. Like, I was talking to all the babes, Gabe today, one of my online clients, and
cool.
I was, I love all my clients are cool, right? But I was talking to him about like, I'm happy that he's getting into he's getting into an outdoor sport, and you know how I am about doing outdoor sports.
You're
I don't
all
have time
for
to be
it.
hungover. Like, I don't have time to be hungover, right? I don't need intuitive drink. My body outlasts for alcohol. I say no, right? I'm intuitive drinker. I'm intuitive alcoholic, right?
Oh my gosh.
So you know what I mean? Because the sports that I do, like, I can't wake up hungover. You can't snowboard hungover. I can't hurt myself. You'll hurt myself. And you know me, if I wake up dirt bike, snowboard, mountain bike, whatever sport I'm doing that day,
Yeah.
if I wake up not feeling it, I don't go. Right. And I
there's
don't
been
go
times you've
just
actually
because
bought your tickets.
yeah, and I don't go because if I'm not feeling it, then I'm just not feeling it. Right. And if I'm not feeling it, I don't want to hurt I don't get paid to do this stuff. I love it, but I don't get paid to do it.
Right.
I get paid to do what I'm doing currently right now on my podcast. Right. And so getting into some type of outdoor sport and getting into something that's active is such an amazing thing where people just don't understand how good it is just to be competitive, male or female. And so I was talking to him, I was like, I tell him like, yo, like, so I'm glad you got into a sport and it also a sport that you're going to be competitive, even if it's just you and your boys. Like, I'm competitive about everything. Me and Arlo played Uno the other day and he's a 7-year-old
let
kid.
him
And I
win.
beat him on a vlog too. I posted it. I was like, I don't care his age. He is a little sponge right now, my godson, right? And all you parents out there
cutest
listening,
kid,
right?
too.
So you got to understand that they are sponges. So if you constantly let them think that winning comes easy, that's how they're going to live their life. And when life comes and smacks them around, they're not going to be prepared. So why in the world would I baby him and let him win and let him think that it's easy, that he's better than me, or why would I make him work to be better than me?
So you're teaching him to be a good sport?
I'm teaching him, yeah, he doesn't get me. You guys were babying him when he was losing. You guys, oh, poor baby, oh, poor. And he was like, no, I'm playing the game the way the game's supposed to play. Like, he was okay with
He
losing.
was
You guys
attacking me.
babied him, right? Like, you guys babied
Yeah.
that. But he's learning that and guess what? When he does beat me, you see him slam
has.
the Unos down and he laughs and he
Oh,
goes,
when
you know
he
what I
hit
mean?
you with the 4 skips in a row?
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly. And he earned it. And
Yeah.
he doesn't win every single game. He doesn't really win. He even doesn't win every 10 game, maybe once every 10. But when he gets that one win,
It feels good.
it feels good.
Yeah.
Right. That's the you have to be competitive now. Like, everything we do is you should be competitive, and whether you're not competitive with other people, you should be competitive with yourself. Right? Like, I'm constantly focusing on getting better. I'm about to PR this Monday, 525 pounds. My goal is to do 600. Hopefully I can, fingers crossed. Been bulking for a long, I'm 285 right now. I'm from
How are you feeling
265.
right now
I
with the
feel
285?
fat. I feel heavy. I feel disgusting. I feel body dysmorphia, but we can talk about it another day.
But that's on the
I
plan
don't
right now.
I'm strong. People can't even, I still have abs, but I feel heavy. I don't like the way that it's such a mental game of like seeing
But
that
you're
scale
not like
saying
off the wagon. That's on the plan, right? To
no,
be
it's
285
like
right now?
285. Well, I would 100% honest. I'm like 75% crushing it. The rest, honestly, maybe we'll go 70. But this last March, I'm gonna say 60. But the other
Birthday
ones
month.
are bulking since the show. It was like 85. So I have like a couple things a week in there I shouldn't be having and stuff like that. But I'm not over my calories by a lot. I'm eating about 3,000 calories a day. It's March, April, all through May, and then I cut June and July, and then I get once.
Yeah, because surgery should be towards the end of
Yeah,
July.
surgery should be towards the end of July. Fingers crossed, everything goes correct. So like, I mean, I know that I could be eating cleaner, but also understand that like I know my nutrition. I share with my clients too. Like, I haven't been eating the best. I'm
You
but
show them what you track too, and sometimes they're surprised.
I don't hide my tracking. Like, yeah, like I'm like, yo, this is what I ate. Look what I ate this weekend. But also
When they're like, you had a honey bun?
I had two in New York. I had two. But it's just I just feel a couple of things. People try to be perfect, man. And if I'm never going to get a client I'm never going to have a breakthrough with a client if I act like I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Right? If I constantly post
It would
content
be
that
too
makes it look like
intimidating
it's
to
scary.
try to measure up.
Yeah, so why even act perfect? Why can I? And so many people know my. You should really see my DMs. So many people are like, bro, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you talk about that? Why would you post this? Why would you say that you don't want to do cardio, man? You should love doing. No, dumbass, I don't love doing cardio.
But
I
I'm
love
gonna
the
do it.
results. Exactly. Like, why do people think that I have to love doing cardio?
Yeah.
Wouldn't I'd rather be right there with you on the other side of the phone, sending a dumbass DM to me saying that you should be saying something different.
But are
And-
you doing the cardio?
And then I look at the people's
Are you loving
Instagram.
the cardio?
No. Are you even doing the cardio? Because
Yeah.
the people, which is really insane. The people that have the most to say are people that haven't even done 2% of the work that I've put in.
Yeah.
And it's always so weird.
Kind of disheartening because I'm like, why?
Well, what I always find it weird, and I could talk about this because there's plenty of people in my circle that could back me up if I was out of this room and you asked them this question.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I did not post so much about my online coaching in the beginning is because I had to earn the right to talk about me being an online coach. The reason why I didn't become an online coach after I lost 200 pounds is because I had more to learn. I had more to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I'm just really pushing online coaching really for the last 6 months when I've been doing it for 2 years is because I had to prove to myself and my clients that I could get this, I could help them.
And you can get those.
And then
results with
I
them.
talk about it. My father was murdered. I didn't talk about it during the time, but once I got over it, I talked about how I got over it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I do, I get over the hurdle first. And so many people just think that because they start doing a little bit of work, right? They lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds.
And they're an
now
expert.
now they're an expert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Now they wanna be a coach
It
too.
baffles me.
Yeah.
Like it really does baffle me. But at the same time, I can't relate. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot relate because I was never that person.
Mm-hmm.
I was overweight. I was never going to tell someone else how to lose weight. Even when I lost 50 pounds, my content, if you go back and look at my content, I just started talking my content a year ago. I've been doing this since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started talking a year ago. Right. And I have to earn it. Like
Yeah.
it has to be earned. It's not just a little bit of work and now, oh, well, I got followers. I'm just a personal trainer and online coach. And
Yeah.
no, I have to earn that stuff. Now, when I talk about this stuff, like the podcast, like maybe I didn't start, maybe I was half-assing or maybe I was procrastinating, but also 50% of that maybe was me realizing I had more to bring, more things for me to learn so I could bring value to people.
Okay.
Right. And like, I guess I know while you're going through it, you could share it, but no, like I want to go through it. Because what if I didn't make it through it? What if I started being an online coach after I lost 200 pounds, right? Everyone's motivated during COVID, right? Okay, I want to sign up with this guy. He's lost his weight. I want to work with him. And then I gained it all back. You know how embarrassing that is?
Yeah.
But now I'm here. And I feel like I've done bodybuilding show. I'm going to do another one in 2026, God willing, and everything goes good with skin removal surgeries.
Yeah.
Like I'm snowboarding, I'm mountain bike riding. I'm about to start running soon. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to start running. I'm about to go. I need to get my shoes.
Get the Hokas?
Yeah, the Hokas. You know what I mean? So it's like, now I can talk.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm not going to talk about running. Guess what, everyone? I'm going to run for
And I'm
3,
probably
4,
gonna hate it,
5,
but you're gonna
6
watch
months,
me.
whatever it is. And then after I do my first 5K, then I'll talk about it. Yes, I'll talk about, hey, I'm starting to run. I'm not going to tell you how to start running. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you got this. If you just, focus on. No, I'm going to do it first. I'm going to make sure I stay consistent, and then I'll talk about my story.
Yeah.
Right? And like, that's what we all need to do.
That's why I'm not confident talking about my stuff. Because I honestly get a lot of questions on like in the DMs about like, oh, how do you do this or blah, 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 right? And I'm just
Hopefully
like,
don't ask you how to track because you definitely don't track. So,
ooh, anyway.
oh my bad,
so
sorry.
all I say,
I forgot we're recording.
I never come for like when I always try to respond, but I'll say like, hey, like I'm not an expert, but what I've heard from Big Tuna is XYZ.
Where did Big Tuna even come from?
I know we've gotten that question a few times.
I don't even know where it came from. But no, that's, well, and that's good. And I expect that from you. But I also expect you to start, doing what you know. Because you've lived with me for 10 years. You've seen everything. You've seen you probably know more than, just as much as I do.
Yeah.
When it comes into certain, like the work and stuff like that, just, you have to do it. Like, I really just don't like how a lot of things are going right now, as in like, so many people are just trying to paint the picture that being lazy and having lack of discipline and lack of consistency is okay. Being average is okay. Participation trophy is okay. Like, it's
selective
not.
participation
So, like,
as well, instead of saying I'm lazy.
Yeah, so oh yeah, that's right. Selective participation.
Participation.
Like there's so many things in nouns and stuff that we have to use now. It's look it.
Call it what it is.
Call it what it is. You are overweight because you choose to make poor decisions in your eating. You are broke because you choose to put fun over working. You don't have a business because you choose to put other things in front of you staying at home and learning a new trade or learning a new hobby or learning something that's going to bring you money and value over time. You haven't finished that book because you choose to put other things in front of reading that book. You don't do cardio, not because you're busy, because you don't make time for it. Call that shit what it is. And once you start being honest with yourself, it's going to click over time. But you sugarcoat everything, right? You're freaking, here's a little bit of here's a lazy cookie and we put some sugar on it. Oh, damn, my laziness tastes good. Yeah. Right? Oh, man, I'm freaking can't pay my bills and we put a little sugar on it. Oh, man, the being broke tastes good. Stop sugarcoating it and just call it what it is and then you're going to figure out the problem.
Yo, we really lie to ourselves. Like, if we don't know the truth. That's crazy. Because I'm not going to say I don't do it.
Yeah, I know you do.
But isn't that nuts? I'm choosing to lie to myself even though I know what it really is, but I'm telling myself it's something else when I know.
Hear me out, all right? We're going to use you example.
Oh, dang. I feel like Brianna.
Take like the last, before we start our journey, right? Because you've been working yourself a lot. I'm very proud of you.
I'm back on it, by the way.
Kind of.
Last week.
Let's see consistency, then we'll talk about it. Anyway, so take through the 3 years before you started your journey, right? Everything you told yourself you're gonna do, all the lies you told yourself. Would you trust that person?
No.
Would you date that person? If that was another human being, would you want to be friends with that person?
No.
Would you trust that person with your life?
No, because
Would you trust that person with being your husband?
No.
Would you trust that person as being your best friend?
No.
So then obviously you wouldn't trust your own goddamn self because you lied to yourself. You wouldn't even be friends with your own self, your old version of yourself, because you know how much bullcrap you told yourself.
Yeah.
That is what we do. We constantly lie to ourselves and we can't even be, we don't even trust our own self. But the reason why we don't trust ourselves is because every single time we say we're going to do something, we don't follow through. Right? And once again, it goes back into it's easier to help someone than it is to help yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to go to the gym today, but my godson needs me to go take him to soccer practice. Oh man, I got to take him. Okay. Oh man, I was going to go to the gym tomorrow, but I got to stay late for work because, my boss really needs my help. Like you'll come up with so many other things. You're going to start fucking going to feed your pet cow and you don't even own a cow. You might just go buy one just to start feeding one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of you sticking to your goals, and you'll find anything to take up your time than to do the right thing. Yeah. And like, I get it. You don't do the right thing because it's hard, but at the end of the day, it's not supposed to be easy. Like everything is not supposed to be butterfly and rainbows and chocolate candy gumdrops. Like shit is hard, right? Like I am tired. I am getting sick. I have 2 podcasts to shoot. So this is one we got to shoot right now, but we need to shoot another one because we set the goal. Now we set this goal to shoot it yesterday, but I ended up taking my Arlo to the jumping place finally after 3 days of lagging on him. Well, me being dyslexic, not understanding numbers.
That's only because I didn't stick my fork in.
I need your help. I needed your help. But you know what I mean? Whatever it is. So guess what? We made the goal to shoot 2 this week. You told me, hey, let's just shoot 1. And I'm like, no, we said let's do 2. And the reason why I do that, because I wouldn't be happy with just shooting 1 because we set a goal to do 2. Right. I wouldn't feel fulfilled, right? But before, I wouldn't have done it at all because I would have had an excuse of me being tired. My head is starting to hurt right now. I'm actually starting to get sicker as we continue to keep on talking. Like I feel it right now. But guess what? I still have to edit this podcast. Why? Because everyone out there listening right now does not give a shit about me getting sick. Now, maybe some of you do, but just hear me out. I'm acting like
not
you don't
fundamentally.
Right now. Just listen to me though. Hear me out how I'm going with this. They don't give a shit if I'm getting sick. That's irrelevant to them because they look to us on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays to have something to value for them. Do you hear me? Like you understand that? My clients don't care. Now they do, but hear me out. They don't care. No, none of the business. No, you're going the wrong way with this. Hold on. Okay. It's irrelevant to them how sick I am tomorrow. Oh, gotcha. They're gonna text me and they're gonna need me to get back to them. It is not their fault that I'm sick, right? It is technically, if you look at it, taking accountability for those of my clients and the people who have read the book. I can't remember the name right now, but I'm going on a rant right now.
Is it extreme accountability?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Brian will tell me the name again because I keep forgetting the goddamn book. But anyways, he's reading it too. I got a couple. Bryson's, yeah. So, take accountability. Technically, it's my fault for being sick because, no, it is my fault for being sick because I knew my godson came down here already sick. And I knew that was going to obviously get passed around this house, but I didn't care. So if you look back at the source, once again, whose fault is it? It is my fault because I choose to still have my godson come over, which I don't regret it. So if I were to miss work or I'd miss school or I miss a Zoom call or I miss this, it is irrelevant because it is my fault.
Because the initial decision
it's was my initial decision was to say, who cares? Let's go. Let's party spring break. Mm-hmm. You understand that? And that's how I look at stuff. So by me not shooting 2 podcasts, by me not editing this podcast is going up Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. That is my fault. To how I look at it, no one gives a crap if I'm sick. That was my choice to get sick. Okay. Right? And that is taking accountability into my action. So if I would now... Or I could just be like everyone else. It's like, oh, well, I intuitive post. I intuitive edit. Intuitively reply back to comments. I intuitively do closing calls for my online coaching. Right? The reason why you are living a mediocre life because you only do things intuitively. And you only do things intuitively. Your intuition
not working
ain't
if that's what
working.
You're doing.
The reason why you are living a mediocre life is because your intuition is average. Because you prefer to only do the fun things or do what you want to do when you want to do it, but those things that you want to do are not the things that are going to make you better. That is why you're sitting in this position. So if you're someone out there, it's like, well, I'm an intuitive eater. No, you're being lazy. Get your booty up, track your food, and stop giving yourself excuses. So all you intuitive eaters out there, catch me in the comments section. But best believe, if you're going to comment to me, put your link to your Instagram. I want to see your physique. I want to see what you look like. If you're going to go after me, I need to know what you look like. Don't give me no private stuff. And that's it.
I'm not going to say squirt.
No, and I'm just talking smack. But at the same time, though, I do believe it. It's we live in a time right now where it's a lot easier to make an excuse than to create a better habit to fix your problem that you caused. Mm-hmm. But anyways, what is your opinion on intuitive eating?
I gave it to you. I said that.
Did you? I wasn't even listening.
Yeah.
My bad, big dog.
All right, big dog. No, I told you my opinion on it was that if you struggle with having a bad relationship with food, then I think it's counterproductive.
Yeah, intuitive got you here. Your intuition, your intuitivity leads you to fast food lines every single time you leave the house. Shifted. No, that's just, why did I lose weight? This is a perfect time to be obese. I don't identify as obese. I identify as intuitive eater. I don't identify as obese. I identify as fluffy size. I'm not
an accommodating.
I'm not. What is it? I'm not big and tall. I'm just large. Like, this is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Get out there and put in the work, right? Don't fall victim to these people.
To the new titles.
To the new titles. Like, you are listening to a podcast, 2 people that have lost weight, changed their life around, and continue to share our opinions, some facts, some opinions, and just our life story on how it is now. And like, I'm telling you, it may seem like I'm coming for your throat, but at the end of the day, I'm only speaking to the old version of myself that would have loved this way. It's from love, right? Like, stop making excuses. Get out there and put in the work, right? Stop thinking of another cool name to call it lazy. Call it what it is. It's lazy, right? Intuitive eating. Who comes up with this stuff? Like, I feel like it's like you've been doing it since October of last. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Francine's been intuitive eating since October, and she's gained like 7 pounds.
No, it's 5.
No, it was 7. Now it's 5. Now it's 5. You can sit there and count your little.
No, 5 pounds.
It was 7. No, you got up to 7 pounds gained. Now you're at 5 pounds, whatever. But you got to 7.
Tomatoes.
Now you. What do you intuitively do math? Yeah.
I checked in with myself, and my body said that it felt better to say 5 instead of 7.
Exactly. Like, it's an excuse. Yeah. And that's it. It's an excuse. So don't intuitive eat. Start making better decisions and start making choices going to make you a better person. And honestly, when you see content like that, and if you hear people talking, just block them. And if I ever talk about intuitive eating, block me too. Please do. If you ever see me make a day in the life of me just know that I am planning on gaining weight again.
Yeah.
I have,
We're on the road.
or I sold out, or
We're on
there's
the
an
road.
intuitive eating freaking company that just paid me $500K. Just know I sold out. Just know, unfollow me. Do not support me anymore. I sold out, but you'll never see that from me. But that's just what it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, get out there and work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Intuitive eating, keto, whatever nonsense it is, just put in the work. Stay consistent with it. Stop looking for cool little ways to name this stuff. There's so many different types of names to sugarcoat these lazy actions, and you don't want to do it anymore. I am telling you right now, I'm speaking from someone that was over 600 pounds, depressed, stressed, suicidal, broke, driving Uber, was not happy in my relationship, was not happy with myself, was not happy that I couldn't be a good older brother. I definitely couldn't be a good Nino. I couldn't go jumping. You know what I mean?
He took him snowboarding today.
We went snowboarding today, right? That is what intuitive eating got me. That is what laziness got me. That is what living a mediocre life has got me. That is what settling for being average got me. That is what participation trophy has got me. It got me there. And if you see, I am no longer that person. I still love that person. I appreciate that person for starting. I appreciate the lesson I got to learn, but that person was not happy. That person made excuses. That person lied to himself. That person would look in the mirror after I got to the club before I started dating you. After we came back from clubs and be so upset that no girls wanted to take my... So girls not even want to take my number. Do you understand how messed up that is for a girl to not even want to take... Like, it wasn't even like oh, let me get your number. It was like, oh, here, take my number. And they're like, oh, no. Do you understand that? So, no. Intuitive my ass. Get out there and put in the work. Stop trying to... You don't want to live that life. I'll tell you right now, it's not fun. No one wants...
They said no?
Okay, well, you don't gotta... Oh, chill. All right, I'm out here just sharing with them right now. Like, that's not the life they want to live.
Right.
And you're over here laughing at me.
They,
You know what I mean? To be your own
They
people.
could have just took it and I saved it.
They could have gave me a fake number. They could have... There's so much. But guess what? Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all about me.
Yeah, I'm twerking.
Anyways, is that the only topic we had today?
Yeah.
Stop intuitive eating. All right, it's not intuitive eating. Intuitive eating equals lazy. Podcast title. This is Modify Your Life Podcast. And if we brought any value to you, whether you liked us or you hated us, or we made you smile, you agreed or disagree, would love for you to subscribe. One of our goals on YouTube right now, if you're listening on Spotify, hop over to click the link. All the links are always in the description on both of them. Love to hop over YouTube. My personal goal this year is to hit 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Our subscribers, I think we're at like 380 something on Spotify. We are going up every single week.
We're
staying consistent.
That's exciting.
Yeah, you know what? And it's all because everyone's listening. You know what I mean? My online clients have been so supportive with my podcast. And everyone has just been really supportive. I don't do a good job of pushing on social media. And I need to figure out a way to not cross contaminate, but to, what is it called when you cross promotion? But right now, the people that found us, the people who are listening to it, the people that constantly come in and listen every single week. We appreciate all of you. Would always love to get more comments, whether it be on Spotify and how the podcast was, any ideas you have on YouTube, obviously comments, likes, stuff like that. Subscribe to us on YouTube or on Spotify, because at the end of the day, I make no money off of this at all. I don't have any people that endorse this. We don't have any sponsors, but we will continue to keep making these podcasts because there's so many people I personally know, and people we probably don't even know that get value from this, because we don't just get one view of video. Yeah. Right. We get a couple hundred views per post, and it's amazing to see that number go up.
And we also don't expect you to always agree with our opinion. So I would always encourage, like, if you have like a different perspective, share it, because maybe we'll learn something from that too.
No, I stand on business. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm open.
Hey, the best thing about life, and the best thing how I look at it, is that we're all humans. We all think differently. Some people are stuck in their ways and they think they're right, and there's no point in me arguing with the brick wall. But at the end of the day, we are all raised differently. We all have different mindsets, but we all can agree on one thing: is that intuitive eating is for lazy people.
Okay.
Now go subscribe and like this video. Give us a comment. This is Modify Your Life Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modified. My beautiful co-host. Also, she's my girlfriend. Now my ex. Now I'm kidding. Modified Frankie. And if we brought value, like I said, Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next one.
Adios.
All this happened for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.